The sight of a major political figure at a high-profile sporting event has become a common spectacle in the modern era. But few have navigated this landscape with the deliberate and polarizing effect of Donald Trump. His attendance at events like the Super Bowl, UFC matches, or the US Open is not merely a social outing. It is a calculated political maneuver. The hashtags and public commentary surrounding his appearances, ranging from #TrumpAtTheGame to political optics, highlight a growing public fascination with, and often division over, the blending of the athletic arena with the political battlefield. This analysis will explore the motivations behind this strategy, its consequences for both politics and sports, and what the future may hold. Summary and analysis. At its core, Trump's presence at sporting events is a powerful exercise in public relations and brand building. He understands that sports are a central component of American culture and a space where collective meaning is forged. By appearing at these events, he taps into a passionate and often politically apathetic voter base. This strategy allows him to bypass traditional media narratives and connect directly with a wide audience. It is an act of self-promotion and a display of power, using the spectacle of a championship game to reinforce his image as a winner. His approach is far from the conventional, bipartisan sports diplomacy of past presidents, who might attend an event to unite the nation. Instead, Trump's presence is often a deliberate act of polarization. He leverages his relationships with prominent athletes and team owners, while also using the stage to engage in what one study called a culture war, such as his feud with the NFL over player protests. His strategic use of social media, particularly Twitter, has been analyzed by researchers who found that he positioned sport as a battleground for political discourse, often stoking racial and nationalistic sentiments. Reasons and consequences. The primary reasons for this political strategy are rooted in his desire to connect with and energize his base. Trump's supporters, many of whom are fervent sports fans, see his attendance as a sign of authenticity and a rejection of what they perceive as elitist politics. He aligns himself with successful teams and athletes, creating a winner-take-all narrative that resonates with his brand. His long-standing history in the sports business, from his ownership of the USFL's New Jersey Generals to his feuds with the NFL, gives him a veneer of genuine fandom, even if it is primarily for self-promotion. By attending events, he receives free, massive media coverage, reaching millions of viewers in a non-traditional political setting. The consequences of this strategy are significant and multifaceted. For sports leagues and organizers, it creates an awkward and often tense environment. While some fans cheer, others boo, leading to a spectacle that can overshadow the game itself. The U.S. Tennis Association, for example, has reportedly asked broadcasters to avoid showing off-court disruptions to limit the visual display of boos. This puts leagues in a difficult position. They must balance the prestige of a presidential visit with the potential for political controversy that could alienate fans and sponsors. The cost to taxpayers is also a consequence, as presidential security details for these events can be exorbitant. Beyond the immediate spectacle, this blending of politics and sports has a broader consequence. It further politicizes an aspect of culture that many people previously viewed as a neutral, unifying force. While politics has always been present in sports, Trump's approach makes it unavoidable, embedding his political brand directly into the cultural fabric of fandom. This can create divisions among fans who might otherwise share a common love for a team or a sport. Prediction and solutions. Looking ahead, it is highly likely that this trend will continue and intensify. With major events like the 2026 FIFA World Cup and the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics on the horizon, these venues offer unprecedented opportunities for a politician to project power and garner international attention. The modern political playbook now considers sports as a vital electoral battleground. With Democrats increasingly seen as having dropped the ball on connecting with this space, the politicization of sports is not a temporary phenomenon, but a deepening reality. It is a powerful tool to galvanize supporters and will likely be adopted by other politicians, regardless of party, who want to build a populist brand. For sports leagues, media, and fans, navigating this future will require a proactive approach. leagues could implement stricter protocols for VIP attendance, focusing on pre-game or post-game acknowledgments to minimize disruption during the event. Media organizations have a responsibility to report on the political optics of such appearances, providing context rather than just broadcasting the cheers and boos. For fans, the solution lies in a renewed effort to maintain the integrity of sports as a space for shared experience, even as it becomes increasingly politicized. Ultimately, the best defense against this trend may be to refuse to let the political spectacle overshadow the athletic event itself, focusing attention back on the game, the athletes, and the shared love of sport.